Hello, everybody. This is Julie Heinrich, Marketing to Business Development Manager for CTSI. I'm back with you on another beautiful day for our monthly YouTube series, All About It, or All About IT. It's really how you want to look at it. So last month we had with us Chris Hook, who is a longtime CTSI friend of ours, and we got his thoughts about everything IT, why it's important, and why it's important in the business world. And today I am lucky enough to have Traci Cheek, the Director of Development at the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Southwest, here with us today. So we are going to get her thoughts on all about IT and just, from being a nonprofit, why that's important, and just anything and everything that you want to talk about. So Traci, welcome.
Thank you.
All right, so first of all, just kind of tell me what it is that you do for Ronald McDonald House and kind of what your role is.
Yeah, I'm Traci Cheek again, and I'm the Director of Development, which basically just means I raise the funds that we need at Ronald McDonald House to take care of our families and children there.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So how long have you been there?
I've only been there for about 11 months, but I've been in nonprofit in Lubbock for over 25 years. So
wow.
Yeah, it's been a lifelong goal to just continue to help our community.
I was about to say, so you must have a passion for nonprofits and for the community, and is that just kind of what has always been something that's driven you and something that you find just a lot of enjoyment?
I do. I mean, I had a little stint in sales, and I loved sales, and I definitely love the money.
Yeah.
But, when you're selling something that it means so much, and I have found that Ronald McDonald House, the mission, has just touched me in a way I wasn't even prepared for. I guess being a mom and a grandma, this need to take care of these families so they can continue to take care of their children that are in the hospital and care for them is huge. And
yeah.
It means a lot. So
I love that.
Yeah.
So can you go a little bit more detail about the mission of Ronald McDonald House and exactly, what you guys do?
Absolutely. I mean, in a nutshell, we are here to provide housing and anything that a family needs while their child is receiving medical attention, whether it's an illness, whether it's an injury. We do serve a lot of families that have a preemie baby in the hospital, but that's only about 50% of our families. And we do serve families that have children up to 21 years old.
Oh, wow.
So you think about these kids that are here at Tech or Lubbock Christian or Wayland, most of them are here from out of town. And God forbid something happened to them and they were in the hospital and their parents come here. We're here to serve them and they can stay with us as well. We're going to take care of all their needs. We're going to make sure they have a room to sleep in, that they have food, that they don't have to think about one other thing other than getting their child better.
Wow, I love that. So is there kind of like an age cap, or is it just because you said that you've got a
21 is the oldest. So birth to 21. So I think a lot of people are surprised about that.
Yeah.
That we do serve families with kids up to that age.
No, I think that's fantastic.
Yes.
And you made a great point about, a lot of these kids that are here for college and maybe not close to home. I think that's fantastic. And I've been to y'all's facility. I think it's great. And I love that you have that home and you offer that to people in the community. I think it really helps a lot of families. And so thank you for being a part of that organization.
Absolutely. I love it. I'm very, very thankful for the people that are there, that work in our house operations, that are taking care of the house, taking care of our families. And I'm out and about a lot. So I'm out in the community more, but I love to show people the house. We love to give tours. We love to do all the things. So, if anybody's watching and wants to come see us, we love to do that.
I was about to say, if anybody would like to. Traci's your girl. All right. So, as CTSI, we are a partner with you guys, and we absolutely are very grateful and appreciative of it, and love the relationship that we have with you guys. And so, from your standpoint, why do you feel IT is important, in particular for a nonprofit?
Well, I mean, nonprofit in general, all nonprofits, all businesses, you need your equipment to work right. You need to be safe. For us, and I think of all the sensitive information that we have with our families, and we do want to protect them and their rights. And it's so important that all of the data that we keep is confidential and it doesn't leak out there. So that's one of the main things. But everything we do there and all the different departments, if we don't have that and if it's not working right, we can't do our jobs. And, most of us know nowadays IT is what we've run on. We need all the things. So having a company like CTSI to work with, that you guys just take care of us and you're there. I have called myself personally just for my own computer. And I mean, seriously, the speed in which you guys respond to us is amazing. And we have loved our partnership. I believe we're looking at about 20 years with you guys. So it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Good. I love to hear that. So what does your day-to-day look like? I know you said you're out and about in the community a lot too, but kind of what?
Well, and for me, most of my technology is my phone. That's how I stay connected, and I love getting my emails and all the things on my phone. But on my side of the organization, I would deal with donors. And so we have a donor database that we use that is very important to us. And I can access that from my phone. I can look people up. I can look up past or previous giving. I can look up where they live. I can look up a lot of things. So in my world, that's so important to me to have that access. Obviously, in our entire organization, everybody has a piece that is so important. Our finance department and the amount of things they do with our numbers and all the things that they're doing to keep things going, our phone systems and having that access. Being able to get on the internet. We have a family portal that we put all of our families and their information into, and they access for different things throughout their stay, whether while they're with us or afterwards. And so there's so much input and output, and it's just day to day, minute by minute, and it's constant. And you guys have been so good at keeping us running and keeping us going. We're always going to have glitches, right? There's always going to be things. But I think the testament to you guys is how quickly you respond and how quickly you guys take care of us. And it's just been so important to us, but such a great relationship to find a company that is just so in it with us. And I do believe that you guys, I think you do it for all of your customers, but we do feel like you guys are a partner with us in our mission and what we're doing.
Fantastic. Oh, we love to hear that. That's one of the things that we really, it's important to us too, is that we want to be your IT partner. We don't want to be a vendor. We don't want you to feel like it's just a not a strong relationship. That's something that's always been important to us and important to our mission as well as, improving lives and business success. And so to hear that, I think that we're, hopefully helping that with you guys. That's awesome. We love that. So I know you kind of talked a little bit about technology being crucial to business and day-to-day life. And, from what it sounds like too, it might be crucial to some of the families as well too. Like you were saying, they have that family portal and making sure that is up and running, because especially if they're there, maybe overnight or a couple nights, obviously that would be pretty crucial.
Right. And you think about, especially after COVID, we all realized that most of us can do a lot of our work remotely. Mm-hmm. So thankfully, with our families leaving home, coming to stay with us for different lengths of time, we've during COVID realized, we have to have Wi-Fi. We can't just have this, plugged in internet. So that has been huge for us, for our families to be able to access with their laptops in their rooms. But we recently were able, through a grant and through some generous donations, we were able to create a small business center in our basement. So families moms or dads can go down there, they can work, they can make copies, they can do their work, and they're not held up, like I said, we want to give them everything they need so they don't have one more worry. And we all know we have to still work. Yeah. Most places are gracious and will work with you, but we have to still do the thing. So we're so thankful for our family's sake to have that connectability with their work, with their other family, to have that support, that ability to stay on social media sites, to be able to connect in so many different ways. So I think that's very important to our families, definitely during their stay there.
Yeah, absolutely. From I guess a cybersecurity standpoint, I know that you probably hear every day about a new threat and everything like that. But are there things that you feel are important for any business, not just a nonprofit, but any business to make sure to keep in mind when it comes to cybersecurity, or even if you're not sure what?
Well, and let me just tell you, I have never in my career had the immersion into the whole training and learning about cybersecurity. And it is so awesome. And it's really good for people my age and older that there's still so many things new to us. And every time you turn around, there's 10 more things new. Yes. And I think about people my mom's age who they want to be in contact with their families and the threats that are out there. And it makes me I won't even go into it, how I feel about these people targeting our older population.
Right.
But when you're just trying to do your job and you're just used to opening and clicking and doing all the things, I have stopped. I even contacted a friend of mine that I got an email from, and turned out she had gotten hacked, and they were able to shut everything down to get it taken care of. But I was like, I'm not clicking on that until I know from her that she said she sent it. And so I have only learned all that because of y'all's trainings, and they're short, they're to the point, they're easy to listen to. You have a few questions on there, and it has made all the difference. And I know across the board for our whole organization that it has helped us. So you guys are doing these little things. We don't have to do that, but you guys are giving us the tools that we need to do better, and it's making a difference and it's helping. So we are so thankful for y'all to continue to share that kind of stuff with us so that we can stay safe and keep our families safe.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I'd love to hear that. I love that you're doing the trainings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. You need to be ranked at the
I'm doing good. I have a personal, I got to stay in that little top percentile.
Right.
If I get below that, I'm like, oh, what else can I watch? I need to watch another training video.
This is not acceptable. Yep. Yes, you're so right. I mean, it's scary. And,
it is.
I find myself just I'm the same way. I'm like, if I don't know for sure, I'm not going to open it. I'm not going to click it because I'm terrified. And, I agree with you with the older generation, it breaks my heart because, a lot of them just don't know. And I mean, my mom, bless her heart, she'll call me sometimes. I'm like, is this okay? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's okay. I'm like, don't answer that. Don't click on that. It's
just
fine.
Don't even answer that.
But I think now she calls me because she's like, you're in IT. And I'm like, yeah,
basically.
I guess. Somewhat. But do you feel like there are any businesses that maybe are still kind of leery about, or unsure about partnering with someone like us, or just, not really sure what to do with?
Well, I do know absolutely for sure there are, and a lot of reasons. It might be because funds, they're small startup business, nonprofit organization, and they're just struggling. And there's that one person in house that can kind of figure out how to fix somebody's computer if it's not working right, and you just get by. But and you keep talking about, okay, one of these days, guys, something could happen. One of these days we're going to be in trouble, but we keep holding off because we just don't have the funds. And, when I came to work at Ronald McDonald House, it was such a relief to know that we had y'all there and you had that in place, because, we do tend to procrastinate. We do tend to put it off. And so, absolutely, I know that there's people waiting for that perfect moment, for that extra money. And I would say, don't wait for that day, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be in a lot of trouble, and the money situation or the damage that can be done will put you so much further back than, if you just pull the trigger and hire. And the fact that you have a whole, team of people working for us, not just one IT person or not just, and you are able to afford us so much more than just having one or two people on staff that do it, which that's great if you have somebody. Right. That's awesome. But to hire a company like CTSI, it's so good. And I would encourage any business or nonprofit to look into that.
Thank you. I just hired you to be my
Okay.
PR.
We're good friends. We love you guys.
Yeah, so we love you guys. And like you said, I mean, 20 years. That's,
I know.
That's fantastic.
I know.
And
We're basically family now. We're not even just friends.
No, not at all. Not at all. And we view, you guys as family too. And, one of the things we talk about that we love is that, like, we know you guys on a personal level too.
Yes.
And I think that's the cool part is, like, some of you guys have been working with some of our team for years.
True.
And
yes.
so y'all know about, like, your kids and your families and vacations and all of that. And I love that.
Yes.
For me too, like, this has always been so much more than just a job and so much more than just, something to do. It's been where I get the most joy from it is feeling like I've helped people, and even not me, I don't work on their computers, but I can at least guide them to somebody.
Hey, I feel you, because my job in our organization is kind of the side girl. I'm not the one actually out there talking to the families or getting them, squared away or doing the things, but I play a role and you play a role. We both have a role to play.
We do.
Yes.
Yeah, love it. Would you say, or, from your perspective, what would you say maybe the biggest challenges facing, your company or even, organizations in general in today's world?
I mean, for me personally, and I would say for our organization, just that threat of data breach, that worry of the people that, are going to collect your information, and now that there's criminals out there that are actually holding the ransomware, that are holding your information for money, we don't have the resources to fight something like that. I mean, that is. And it just makes me ill to know that there's people out there that's their actual full-time job is to steal your things. So that is so big as far as, that worry. But again, just the day-to-day running of what we do. I mean, if everything just went down, I mean, I can't even imagine. Yes, we'd make do and we'd get by, but not very well, and it would be very difficult. So we heavily rely on our technology, on IT, and so working with somebody like you guys that is keeping all that running and keeping us safe and we don't have to think about day to day, are we safe? We know we are because of you guys. So I keep going back to that, but it really is a big deal for us, and I know other people. So
yeah. Well, and, I appreciate it, and I know we do too, and it's one of those things that, with cybersecurity, it's a daily battle, and it's one of those things that we have to evaluate all the time. And, we tell people all the time, like, it's not one of those things that we just set it and forget it, because you can't.
You can't.
And, I know I get peace of mind from just from working there, of knowing, like, okay, like, we're not just sitting idly by hoping or just like waiting for something. We're trying to be proactive and make sure that we're putting everybody in the best defense possible based on the cyber landscape. And so it's really important too that we do that for you guys and all of our clients. And so I'm glad that you feel that way. All right, well. On that note, I did want to make sure that I mentioned, so we will also be joined by the Ronald McDonald House in October for our annual Cybersecurity Casino Night. So that'll be October 17th. And we are so excited to have them as our partner and our organization. So at every one of these events, we always like to have an organization that we choose to give some donations to for this event. And so we are very excited that Ronald McDonald House is going to be there with us and also have some fun. And the good thing about that event too, as Traci, we were talking about cybersecurity training. That's a great opportunity to get some cybersecurity information. At that event, we're talking about the landscape and the current cybersecurity state of affairs. And really, it's just high level of things that you need to know, threats that are out there, ways that you can protect yourself, both individually and from, a business professional level. And so be on the lookout for that. And we will have the awesome Ronald McDonald House there with us as well. So looking forward to that. So as we wrap up, as a reminder, if you have any questions or anything that you want to learn, please comment below. We want this to be educational and beneficial for everybody. We want to make sure that, if there's something that you want to learn about, that we address it. If there's, maybe a solution that you'd like to hear a little bit more about, please let us know. You can comment below. You can also email marketing@ctsinet.com. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We post these once a month. And this will also be on social media as well, so you can follow us there. Visit our website. We've got just loads and loads of information for you, maybe a little bit information overload, but if you are looking for it, we will find it. So that is it for this month. I want to thank Traci Cheek again for being here with us. This was fantastic. I had just such a blast talking with you and, talking about our partnership and everything like that. So cannot thank you enough.
Absolutely.
And then next month, we will have one of our partners that we work with from a lot of the solutions that we provide to talk about, their thoughts on IT and what's going on, and maybe even a little bit more about their particular solution and how it fits into the whole IT stack. So be on the lookout for that. But with that, I will wrap up. So I'm Julie Heinrich, and I am all about it.